weird content for my channel, and I don't even think my camera's straight. I don't know how to get it straight right now. My tripod is misbehaving, and that kind of reflects the week I've had. So this is a less hopeful, less exciting video. Well, it is hopeful. It will end hopeful. I'm going to talk you through the kind of things that I've been journaling about. Right, so what has been going well? What's good is that over 50 people have now tried Aya Botanicals products. That's very exciting, and they've given them an average rating of 8.5 out of 10. No one rated it below a 7. The smell was very polarizing, which is difficult for me because I tried really hard to make the scent good, but I didn't realize one of the essential oils I used was super polarizing, and I've swapped that out. I've got a new formulation going out to my next batch of testers and some of the original testers. I'm really excited about that. But it was great to see everyone's feedback ranged from 7 out of 10 through to 10 out of 10. And 89% of people said they plan to buy it. 100% of people said they would recommend it to a friend. This is positive. At the same time, I've been thinking about the launch. I've been planning the launch. I've been building the website. I need to finalize my actual product packaging, sort out some photography, and I don't have a budget. So I'm bootstrapping Aya Botanicals. I do have a partner. I have a partner factory, and they are brilliant. They're really supportive, and they've given me, you know, excellent payment terms on things. So I am coming from a place of privilege in some ways. On the other hand, I've got 4 young kids. I live in London. I do not really have disposable income. I've thought about different ways to fund this company. I thought about getting investors. I had people who actually wanted to invest, but for now I'm not taking investment. I'm bootstrapping. And bootstrapping means you fund it yourself, and you kind of put in whatever you have whenever you have it and hope for the best. So it's quite weird because a lot of people bootstrap. They have a 9 to 5. They've got, you know, a paycheck coming in every month, guaranteed. They use their salary, they put it into the business. I don't have a 9 to 5. I have 3 companies that I'm running, and one of them that's generating revenue is what I use to cover expenses and then fund Aya Botanicals. And that's been going pretty well, you know, pretty consistent income. That's the company that I mentioned in my first video about the starting up series. That's PPTCS, where I do training, consulting, and public speaking. So lots of keynotes and workshops, and it's excellent. And even fractional executive work, where I get to go into people's companies, and I got described as super nanny, but for startups. So yeah, I do that. But essentially, this month has been difficult. I've had 2 largish contracts drop out, and it was a really busy month for me with some of my board roles. So I don't have masses of time to replace the work, and it means that money that I had planned to spend on things for Aya, I need to find a new source of income for. So I need to figure that out. And when these kinds of stresses happen, I'm just looking at my journal to see what I actually said. Yeah, I get frustrated about bootstrapping. I get frustrated that I don't have a team, and I've got big aspirations here, but low to no budget. How do I make it work? So it's a roller coaster. I go from being super excited, the trial's happening, people are trying my products, people like them, they've said nice things. I'm gonna read you some of the nice things in a bit because they've made me really happy. But then I have this doubt, and I don't doubt the products. I don't even doubt the company. I think it's a fantastic brand. I know it works. I've been using the products, or an iteration of the products, myself and my family for almost a year now. And I know that it's good. I don't know if I have the resources to break through the noise of this industry and to be a sustainable brand with a difference. It's been really difficult to see so many of my favorite brands die, essentially. Brands that care about people and the planet, like mine. Brands that were different in that they had these ideals that were bigger than just, you know, making money, maximizing shareholder value. And this is stuff I care deeply about. But sometimes I doubt whether it's enough to cut through. And I hope that it is. I really hope that it is, but we'll see. When those doubts come, it makes me think maybe I should just get a real job. I don't think I'm very employable, but you know, yeah, at the moment it's running my own companies that's taking up my time. I'm not sleeping the best. Last night I had 5 hours of sleep. So I don't know why I decided to make a video, but here we are. I said this will be gritty, raw and real. My skin has been breaking out, my eczema's been quite bad. I've had spots all over my forehead, which you wouldn't have noticed because I wear foundation for my videos because I get insecure about my skin. But the reality is, I'm tired. I've limited time with my kids. If I'm going to be away from them to work on something, it has to be worthwhile. It has to work out. So I've got to kind of ride the roller coaster, the ups and downs, and I have to find hope. So let's talk about hope. Let's talk about my trial. I'm actually going to show you feedback that I sent over to my partners to tell them that everything is wonderful. Beautiful pictures of my customers. I already told you about the ratings, 8.55, which is great. The factory were really happy. They're like, that's brilliant. Anything above a 6 is great. I'm like, no, we're not launching till it's above a 9. So they probably think I'm crazy, but that's okay. The conditioner is closest. That's like very almost a 9. You can round up to a 9, but I don't want to round up to a 9. I want it to be a 9 across the range of all these different hair types. People said really nice things, and I'm going to read you one of the things that they said because it made me so happy. I'm super impressed by them all. My hair hasn't felt... I would get a phone call now. Super impressed by them all. My hair hasn't felt this good in between wash days for a long time. My ends have come back to life. I've never in my life used a brand where every product step felt like it was made just for me. Thank you for creating this. I would sign up to a subscription model for these. I pay you X amount a month. In exchange, you keep me topped up for life. That's why I'm doing this. So that gave me a lot of hope. You don't even need to go through the rest of the slides, but they were really nice. People like the products, and that has been really helpful. Essentially, it made me think a lot about resilience. So I've been a startup founder for 17 years. I've bootstrapped, I've run a VC-backed brand, I've exited, I've gone through all the highs and lows and ups and downs of startup life. I've had, you know, tens of thousands of customers. I've had celebrities use my products, loving them, raving about them. And it's so easy to get caught up in the highs and the lows and the fluctuations, but a lot of resilience is about making sure you're really rooted in the things that matter. So coming back to my strategy, coming back to my focus and my fundamentals, for me, I know that long term, if I'm going to win, it's going to be about distribution, unit economics, and customer retention. And driving all of that is going to be a foundation of brand. For me, brand is made up of values and the actual product itself. So what is it that we stand for? What is it that we are putting out there? And I do a lot of workshops actually on branding, personal branding, company branding. And the word branding initially came from cattle. So cattle having like a stamp on their side to show who that cattle belonged to. And the reason people would brand their cattle was for recognition, but also it was this sense of pride of, you know, like, oh, I have this cattle with this particular colour fur, or they're really strong, or there's something unique and special about that cattle, that product, which is why you want to brand it. Sorry to any vegans, calling a cow product sounds a bit weird. Core point here is that I want my brand to be something that is known for fantastic products. I want it to be, these are the products you can trust. They're inclusive, they're ethical, and they're quality, they're high performance products. So getting to above a 9 out of 10 is really important for me. That focus is core. And I have to be resilient because I already have people on this trial who love them. They want to be stocked up for life. My kids love them, I love them. I need to make this work, so I need to not be caught up in the highs and lows of cash flow. Let me know if you found it helpful to hear my founder's journal, unfiltered from inside my head. And if so, I'll do this again. See you next time. Need to go put my stuff away.